Welcome to a very special edition of For the Birds with Richard Cole. Unfortunately, Richard couldn't be here today, but I'm sure he's going to watch because we are going to reveal all of the photos that made it to the 2025 Cole's calendar today. So a very exciting show. We hope that all of you will participate, make comments, let us know where you are or if you entered. You can always put up pictures of the bird that you entered or any photographs, anything that you want. We just really like for you to participate, so it should be a lot of fun today, and such a great opportunity for our company to be able to engage with all of you who sent in some incredibly beautiful photographs this year. So we will reveal those, but first we are going to show you all of the people who made and all the photographs that made our semifinalist list. And you're going to meet our youngest, at least I think she's our youngest, entrant into the contest. Her name is Caroline Ross, and her mother contacted us and let us know that the contest provided a lot of incentive for her daughter to get even more serious about bird photography. So you'll meet her today, and we just love that two of her photographs did make it into the semifinals, so that's very exciting, and we love to see people excited about birds, taking pictures of birds and learning more about them, and Caroline is such a great example of that. And she enjoyed seeing all of the other photographs as well and really learning from all of you as well. So we will reveal those winners, and then next month on the show, hopefully Richard will be here. It's every first Wednesday of the month at 3 o'clock, and we are going to reveal which photograph made which month and also let you know which one made the cover. So a lot of exciting things to say and do today. We also, Richard couldn't be here actually live and in person, but we are going to have a few videos with Richard's excellent advice. Of course, being the founder of Cole's, he has such a love for birds, and he loves to be able to share that with you and help everyone build their knowledge base and help the birds as well. So we've got 3 videos from Richard today. One of them is going to be what's the best food to feed your birds during the summer. It's such a high energy time when all the birds are nesting and they were trying to feed the young, so he'll have some tips on that. We'll also tell you about Cole's hummingbird nectar, and it's an amazing product that's so great for the hummingbirds, and I'm sure many of you are feeding hummers over the summer. And then we'll also talk about running water and how important the running water is for the birds and why that really attracts them to your yard and how it helps them get through the summer. So again, we've got a big show for you today, and we want to begin with a video of all the pictures that made our Cole's semifinalists in the 2025 Cole's Calendar Photo Contest. love seeing all these photographs. So many beautiful pictures. I love how they illustrate the seasons. And you guys, it shows you're watching, but you're not commenting. Let us know where you are, and if you entered the contest, we would love to see your comments and just be very interactive with this. So our next story, our next video is about Caroline Ross. She is 16 years old, and she entered our contest this year and got 2 photographs in the semifinals.
I went to the website to look at like other stuff like bird food and stuff. I found the contest. It motivated me to want to take more pictures and get that perfect picture to enter. I was looking up cedar waxwings and I found out that they can get drunk if they eat the berries that were like fermented. So I looked at YouTube and I found the channel.
She found Richard's video actually on it.
Let's talk about those drunk cedar waxwings.
Yeah. Cedar waxwings are the ones that are most noticed for this. They eat a lot of berries. So they got to walk it off.
Yeah.
And they'll be fine later, as soon as they sober up.
She first started taking pictures when my father gave her a digital camera. And she just happened to start taking pictures and all the birds would just come up to her. It's like they loved her. I'm so glad that this contest was there for her because it's such excitement around it. And she got to see birds in the contest that she's been trying to get for quite a while, such as there's a few orioles in there and she loved the pictures.
I took a picture of a tufted titmouse. I've been looking for that bird for like a long time. I've heard it a lot of the time, so I looked up the bird call to try and find out what it was. I stand out on my balcony. When I saw it, I just kept taking a ton of pictures of it, and I just finally got that like one good picture. I always like to learn more about birds because it definitely does help me learn more about them, and like I always like to go to parks and stuff and like look for areas that they would like to be in the areas. Like some birds like water, some birds like the woods, some birds like the dry, bare areas. But it's nice to learn more about the birds. Getting the perfect picture is definitely like your goal. I was looking up common birds that you'll find in like spring and summer, and I came across cedar waxwings, and they were just so pretty. They have like a smooth like look to them. They're just very elegant looking. We live in New Jersey, and I always wanted to see one, but I did not think that they were gonna come over here like that. I was just standing outside like another day, just like taking my pictures like I do like every morning, and it just like flew right up, and they were feeding berries to each other, and I got like pictures of them with the berries in their mouths too.
Caroline quickly got into birding and bird photography, and I just think it's so amazing because you don't normally see teenagers this interested in birds and learning this much about them. And I just think, obviously I'm her mom, but every picture she takes is just so beautiful. And it's interesting to me too, because there's so much I didn't know about these birds. And I love every aspect of it.
Special thanks to Lauren and Caroline for contacting us. We had so much fun interviewing them. And thank you, Kathy, Sherry, and Renee for commenting. We love that you took the time to comment, and you're right, we do have some stunning photos. So here's the really fun part. If I could drum, I'd do the drum roll. Here are the photographs that made Nicole's 2025 calendar. The American Goldfinch by Albert Sunt, and this photograph also took 3rd place in our contest. A Male and Female House Finches by Anita D. Nicola. And this so colorful picture of a ruby-throated hummingbird by Tate Graham. And another picture of a hummingbird, just with a stunning background and everything, is this one, Ruby-Throated Hummingbird by Becky Kemp. And we love when these photographs depict the seasons, and this one certainly does. These northern cardinals by Trudy Flowers. And this stunning Baltimore Oriole. And the photo is by Kathy Diamantopoulos, who is watching now. So congratulations, Kathy. And boy, does this one depict the winter beautifully. This little chickadee by Kelly Crone. And look at these bright colors in this photograph of a northern cardinal by Linda Robbins. And this one just makes you so excited about the spring or summer with the water just being caught midair. And it is a photograph of a wren by Lydia Lively. And this picture of a brown thrasher by Michelle McNeil. And this tufted titmouse sitting on top of a pumpkin is by Becky Kemp. And another one depicting the cold of the winter so beautifully, this white-throated sparrow by Tate Graham. And this is our first place winner in the contest. This had more likes than any other photograph, and this was taken by Tim Bowser of European starlings. First time we've seen starlings make our calendar. And this yellow-bellied sapsucker and downy woodpeckers by Trudy Flowers. So congratulations to all of you who made our calendar. And if your photograph didn't make the calendar, please don't feel bad. There's such a criteria we use. Some of it has to do with the type of bird that's been in the calendar a lot before. Some of it has to do with just that particular month and the competition for that. So there's a lot that goes into it. There were so many beautiful photographs that the leadership of Kohl's did have just such a tough time, selecting just the number of photographs that we could put into the calendar. But we thank you all for entering, and there were just some stunning pictures. And we are going to, before we leave you today, show you another video montage of all those semifinalists and all the calendar pictures. And then next month, again, we will reveal which picture made our cover, as well as which picture will go in which month. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. I love seeing you guys congratulate each other and to talk about how beautiful the photographs are and be so happy for each other. And yeah, everybody who made the calendar, we really want to congratulate you. So we do have a few more things to get to on the show, but I hope you'll continue to, talk to each other in the comments. We love to hear from you also in the comments. So Richard Kohl couldn't be here today, but he's always here with his great advice on how you can have a better experience with birding. And this one, he's going to talk about what foods that you want to feed to your birds during the summer. Let's talk about what you could feed the birds during these hot days of summer when they are trying to feed their babies. They are so busy with nesting. What are some good foods for them?
Well, I like to think that suet, is great. And suet kibbles, which is one of our products, they're a little pelletized food that has high energy in it, and pure suet and suet cakes, and also pure sunflower meats are great because it becomes a great insect substitute.
And what type of birds like these suet kibbles? What might we attract
I have
with the
not
suet kibble?
found a bird that won't eat
Doesn't
them.
like it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's like a handy little snack food. It's nothing. It's not like a hard shell that some birds can't crack open. It's just food, and they start eating it. And it's like they like it. So
Yeah.
it's easy to serve, and it's easy for them to eat. And so a lot of birds are attracted to it. There's a lot of other seeds, hard shell sunflower seeds, fine for a lot of birds, especially the birds with larger beaks who can crack it. And if you don't want to feed just pure sunflower meats, of course, everything likes pure sunflower meats.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Easy to
hassle.
eat. Yeah.
It's easy to eat.
No cracking open the shell, you
right.
just eat it.
But it's important in the summertime to just have the food available all the time. Just like in the winter, these guys don't have a lot of time. They've got to find a lot of insects and all to feed their young, and they can just grab a bite and get back to the nest, and they'll be fine. You can almost just feed the same thing you do winter and summer, but I like to add some extra things in the summertime.
Always great advice from Richard Cole. Next up, he's going to tell you a little bit about Cole's nectar for the hummingbirds. Jay Potlock says, how is the Cole's Nature's Garden nectar different from the sugar and water mixture most of us use?
Well, good question. We looked at nectar quite a while back and said, well, sugar and water, table sugar and water is very good. That's a good thing to mix and serve. But what these birds are finding in nature is a combination of sugars. There's fructose, sucrose, and dextrose. And they pick all three types of sugars in most nectars that are naturally available. So we wanted to do two things. We wanted to replicate as closely as possible exactly what they're finding in the plants that they feed from in nature. And we didn't want preservative. And so we came up with ways to get this done. Read our ingredients. In fact, any of our products, read our ingredients. You don't find strange chemicals and stuff in our bird seed. You're not going to find them in our hummingbird nectar, especially hummingbird nectar. It's sugars and it's water.
Yeah.
And they really like it, by the way. We tested this for a while and the hummingbirds love it. And it's really a good mix for them. And we have it available. I think it's been available for a little while now. It's getting out in distribution really well. So
Right.
pick up some of it and try it. You'll like the results.
And if you are feeding the hummingbirds, just please remember to change out your nectar often, maybe every 2 to 3 days. It's just been so hot that it does go bad quickly. And one more video from Richard. He tells you about why running water is so important for the birds. We also want to remind people how important it is to have a water source.
Oh, yeah.
And you like to have water that's running, right?
Yes.
Bubbling, and so that they come out there. Look at this fountain. This is gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about what you did here, Richard.
I got carried away. That's what I did.
You did. Yeah, you did.
But running water attracts birds. They just can't handle it. They've got to come over there. They want to get in that stream and bathe because they hear the water, strong attracted to birds. Even a small little water feature in a bowl with a little bubbly fountain things helps. This right here, besides the noise and the look, that's for me. The water flowing right above there in the stream part is for the birds. And I'm seeing birds in there all the time. And it tends to be an attractive point around this area for birds. You see them in the trees, see them in the bushes, they come down, and it's big enough to make the noise and look nice.
Right. That is so beautiful. And, you know, birds need water. They need it just to drink. They need it to bathe
Yes.
in. And a lot of people don't realize that in the
Yes.
winter, they still need it,
Oh,
right?
yes. Sometimes I would say they need to bathe more in the winter than they do in the summer because they need to keep their feathers clean and fluffy. And they have the right amount of oil to put on the right places. But they like to bathe in the wintertime. As long as they can get through the ice and find some water, you'll see them bathing, and they don't act like we do. It's fine with them. They'll get in there and splash around. So I have a small bird bath to the left of the big fountain here. It's a typical little
can see
bowl
that,
bird
yeah.
bath. And when it's really cold in the wintertime, I'll put a little bird bath heater in it.
Oh, no.
Plug it in.
That's amazing.
And it keeps it just unfrozen in the shallow water, and some of them like to bathe in that. You'll see them in there all winter, and there's no solid ice in my little feeder. So that's
so
a good hint
sweet.
for anybody with just a bowl bird feeder. Invest in a decent bird bath heater. Plug it in and leave it in the wintertime.
That is
Yeah.
amazing. You think of
Yeah.
everything.
That's for the birds.
That's why we call it For the
Yeah,
Birds.
Absolutely.
So Anita DiNicola, she asked, am I one of the winners? I'm at work and didn't hear my name. Yes, you are, for this beautiful picture of male and female house finches. So thank you and congratulations. Congratulations to everyone who made the Kohl's 2025 calendar. I can't wait to get one. It is just going to be absolutely stunning. And next month, we are going to reveal which pictures will be in which month and which one made the cover. So stay tuned for next month. We hope you'll join us. We are going to leave you with videos of our semifinalists and then all the pictures that made the Kohl's calendar. We also want to congratulate Tim Bowser and Al Sant, who did such a wonderful job, and their pictures were Tim got first place and Albert got second and third place. So congratulations, Steve. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you for commenting. We'll see you next month.
Hello, this is Richard Cole. I want to thank each of you for watching, and I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share it.